is cash. There we go. What's up, Lita? Earn it. My guy XEN enthusiasts. We got the zero dose over on X. Yo, if you're in X, I figured out how to get the chat up. So yeah, feel free to ask questions. Chat in the X world. I can see you. Even though we're on YouTube. Been on YouTube. Established. Actually, I don't know if I'm established on YouTube. I'm just a dude. That's crazy how you can't just be a dude anymore. Just being a dude. Oh, I guess too, if you're on YouTube, it's monetized. But if you go to X, it's not, or there's no commercials. So you don't need like YouTube Red or whatever that shit is, YouTube Plus, to dodge the ads. But it's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this shit started. What's up, y'all? What up, world? How's it going, cyberspace? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video. It is, look at my calendar. It is November 21st, 2024. We're definitely at the end. We got XEN enthusiasts on two sides. I see you on both sides, bro. Both comment worlds. We got the yeah, leave your vampires. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, this says limitations. This says limitations. Found a pop-out menu so I can look at Twitter, because I know people be over there. But you on both sides, bro. That's how you got to do it. But yeah, man, market's doing really well. Let's just jump into it. You know, XEN. I got a bag of XEN last night. Felt it. Felt like a good time. What's crazy about XEN right now is that it's actually like this 72 is this yellow line. So this is like kind of like the medium like term idea. And then right now the blue line is, we need to make this a better look. Primary colors are not it. This turquoise line. This is gonna be our weekly average, and you can see it's kind of getting away and from XEN, which is funny because usually when this happens, the price runs to try to catch up to it when it has this cross. So yeah, XEN looking really good. Yeah, let me see if I can find another spot. See, we got really close to it, but right here you see the same thing happen. When the weak and the mid all came to agreement, and then the long was kind of there. This is XEN back in March. We had a pop. If you remember too, I think, let me see if I can get the Y chart up. Y chart, gas, ETH. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Or is this not viewable? Oh, here we go. So right now, let's see, March 2024. Yep. So last time XEN had this feeling, it was because gas was high. All right. So that's what I mean. XEN is moving in narratives. That's how it does its change of events. The crazy thing is that you can make XEN. So there's a solo game being played when there's not a lot of market momentum or attention from the outside realm. But when we get to these levels, so you see the same thing happened before last year. I'm looking at the daily too, so XEN been here. But the last time we had this kind of correlation of moving averages, we can see, yeah, it was March. And then when we go backwards, there's not enough time, essentially. That's the beginning of all of these moving averages. So the first real attempt to try to be like, yo, it's XEN time, was back in March. The narrative was there. Maybe X1 chain. Gas is high. Mints, no one's minting, right? All-time high gas of 2024, right? This isn't 23. I'm not tripping. Where did it should go? We're gonna look at this next. Those my dudes. Yeah, 24. So you see, this is like, that's all this was. It was just gas is high. Maybe X1 chain. Consolidation of the community. Like, are you still here? Are you still down? You know? And then, of course, this was kind of like a capitulation for a lot of Xenian community members. And that's why we have this stair stepper down to the dungeon of these lows. Again, and we're back to the same zone. Like, are you here for it? Or, you know, are you not? I think currently we have way more narratives than this pocket in time. This was just gas, right? Proven theory, like at 98, like imagine if gas was 98 right now. Like you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, yo, what? Like, look at the gas over here. This is our current world in gas. On average is 15 gwei. On average, you can get it at 15, right? Back in March of this year, the average was 83, 96, 52, 74. People were really nervous. No one knew what was going on. And that was just activity on ETH. You had the blobs coming out. Bitcoin at all-time high, 73,000. So there was a lot in the world was very active. And again, that's kind of why we haven't gotten there. And it's actually pretty cool to see Ethereum as like a system, you know, not overwhelmed with all this activity. Now there's something that hasn't entered ETH yet that we'll see if it goes there. Maybe it'll do it. Maybe it'll be over there, you know, but it'll probably be on base, probably on the layer 2s. It just doesn't seem like it'd be on ETH, but as more activity is on the layer 2s, gas on ETH will go up from the networks relaying information back and forth to the chain. It's just naturally going to increase bandwidth. That's what gas pretty much is. It's just like the access to Ethereum, like how much on average you have to pay to access ETH's, you know, smart contract system, basically. Yeah. And yeah, and since it's that, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto consensus concept where it's linear and not parallel, you know, gas goes up with people using the blockchain. So as people show up, activity goes up, gas goes up. Zen connected to gas, right? Is starting to feel it, because when gas spikes, people really aren't minting now. We're months away from the last attempt at like trying to bring clarity to the space. And even then, here, let's flip it to market cap. Let's see what the Zen market cap was back in March. Because there's a lot of people just watching us on market cap. And when we hit a certain market cap, they'll be returning. So March. Yeah, in March, we hit a high 122 million. So $122 million of market cap value. What does that run from where we are right now? On some Xenium Hopium. Because now you're losing it. Now you're losing, the trolls are losing steam. We're going to talk about how you can find an AI agents out on Solana. And that's kind of where, like, I thought of this funny idea where it's like, yo, we should really make the ultimate Zen hater as an agent. And just really spawn, like, the hardest boss of all the trolls. But, yo, that's a 714% gain to March highs if we get back. And, like, I'm starting to think, like, this stuff is, like, real. Like, yo, like, this is a real shit. Like, Zen going to $100 million. That's, like, written. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, X1 chain's about to come out. Solana is crushing it. Like, hello. Like, have you seen it? Tell me, have you seen it? Make sure you smash the like button. Yo, damn, earn it. Thanks for the 5. I just seen that that's there. Make sure you smash the like. Hit the thumbs for the vibes. But this never remembers that I hate this fucking view. Zen will melt faces. What's up, Titan X? Well, 1000X. I like the rap. But yeah, so we got Solana here pushing all-time highs, basically. I think this is all-time high. ATL. Not ATL. ATH. All-time high. So yeah, Solana's pushing all-time highs. This was destined. There's a lot of shit going on inside of Solana, and that's how crypto works. You have gas coins, and then you have pretty much now narrative coins. Like, it's like 100% a fact. Like, every coin won't survive without a narrative. But you have meme coins and you have utility coins, and that's kind of where the narratives intensify. If you have a really good utility coin, there's a potentiality that a lot of individuals will see it, they'll be attracted to it, and maybe they'll jump in to your project if you have a good utility idea. Some places they call this DPIN. That's kind of why I like Zen. Zen is 100% utility. It's focused on creation and distribution and how you manifest mass adoption on top of distribution to get crypto back to its original principles. Like, that's actually something we have to solve, because Bitcoin is in the hands mainly of the bankers. So the bankers have figured it out. They suppressed Bitcoin enough. Now we're in the future. Everybody knows the jig is up, right? Or what's the thing? The joke is up. So same as for Solana. There's no way people are going to fucking miss this shit, right? They missed out on Ethereum because Ethereum used to be 15 cents. I remember like $2 Ethereum. Look at this shit. If you rewind time, man, I remember all of this shit. $16, Ethereum. It was just hard to understand because Bitcoin didn't make any sense. And at the time, you don't have any battle-tested thesis that can be like, yo, this is going to be a ledger that lives in a cloud. You know, the only people that were saying that were database people like Jack Levin, but nobody in the mainstream market could comprehend how cloud storage of program is valuable, right? And that's essentially what Ethereum is. It's cloud storage programming. And like interaction of, you know, tokenizing experience that happen in the real world. It's you know, everything app with crypto included. That's essentially Ethereum. So yeah, ETH has that story now. They're trying to explain that back here, but no one could see it. So even ETH at like, again, $15, there wasn't that many people that could see that shit. When ETH was $1,000 back in 2018, you know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't that many people that could see what ETH was. So ETH being all the way up here, right? Oh, here we got to go all the way out. So ETH trying to get back to that level. And I still believe in Ethereum because things like Zen are built on top of it. And Zen makes ETH work hard. And if Zen has popularity, ETH has to work hard. So it's like I made a funny tweet yesterday where I was like, hello, this is Vitalik calling Jack Levin. Hello, Jack Levin. Can you please turn up the Zen VMU production and save Ethereum ASAP? like this is what the ETH people they need. So like, it's gonna happen because, again, ETH is popular. It's not gonna go anywhere. It doesn't need to go too high as well. Like, it doesn't need to be like Bitcoin status. Like, ETH could get back to like ETH could hang out at $6,000 and be a fun coin. you know, and then everything could try to be like ETH. Now, do I think like, you know, I don't really know what the strategy is of Ethereum, because again, it's like I like to use base, and base ETH makes a lot of sense. So this price makes a lot of sense. Like, it doesn't feel like ETH needs to be more expensive because it's slower than Solana. So essentially Solana should flip Ethereum and kind of stone in that vintage tech kind of idea, right? But Bitcoin is it's like Bitcoin is a race. Like, there's still the opportunity to potentially take some of this market cap. And that's kind of where it's at. Like, it's like, yo, who in this pack of layer ones can give Bitcoin a run for its money? Because right now it's so far away. $1.9 trillion worth of value in Bitcoin, and none of that isn't, like, Solana just got above 100 billion, right? 1% pretty much, if that, of fucking Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has its thing, but at the end of the day, it's just slow adoption. Slow. It's like how everybody is gonna be on AT&T and Verizon, and then they'll release the Solana phone on those networks, and then over the course of the next 10 years, we'll see and watch like Solana. That's how I'm envisioning it. Solana is pivoting into like cell phones and like networks, and then that's how they can take market share from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is like slow mover, and if the market keeps moving slow, then this gap will continue to get larger. But Solana so fast, so flexible, new ideas, innovation. You know, today they're saying that Solana got the ETF. Everything for Solana is looking amazing and kind of looking like, again, inspiration to saying, hey, maybe this does enter the public, like where the public is using Solana, right? Ethereum hasn't done that. So again, I don't feel like people are going to miss this Solana train, because this is too easy if this is really going to be a real thing. And we're seeing it. Like, we're seeing the biggest players get behind it. We're seeing the largest trading firms endorse Solana to be the speed of light, you know, NASDAQ crypto platform. And again, that's kind of why I could see XEN, its popularity towards X1 chain, creating users or activity again on Ethereum. And right now, to summarize this all up, I bought a little bit of XEN because I don't want to have to buy XEN when the gas goes up, knowing that there's not a lot of people making it anymore, right? We know this for a fact because we can check it. What we do is, this is XenPub. We can go to Ethereum XEN. Watch for XRP this bull run. Scary good fundamentals. Chart looks insane. I'm sure XRP will, you know, give people 100x. It's like a bonding coin. I feel like bonding coins, like at XRP, they're valuable to, again, slow movers. I'm in this AI shit, man. This shit got me like hella feeling like I'm slow, but I'm not. But it's moving so fast, and there's nothing you can do about it. Kind of like XEN right now. But like, yeah, so on XEN, this right here, this is what you want to look at on XenPub. This chart right here to the left is the global active minters and stakers on a daily scale max. So from 0 to infinity, right? But this is not from Genesis. This is from some sort of, you know, it's from his database. Shout out to Yosef. He's the man. Buy him a coffee. But what we see here that I really like is that XEN is so unpopular. It is the most unpopular motherfucking ERC20 and popular ERC20 to ever exist. So the reason why we know it's not popular is because the G rank is rising, but the active mining is going down. And the reason for this is because active miners are repeaters, people who've already made many slots on ETH, and they're like remining their Zen. And, you know, that's just how the game is. So there's not many new miners in Zen. It's a ghost town. Nobody wants to mine this shit. So it plays to its advantage. It's a disinflationary feature in Zen that eventually miners will get exhausted if there's no value to continue to create it. So we see this over on this chart on the right, this global rank active minters, active stakers on the daily change. So the one on the left is max from 0 to infinity, essentially. And then this one on the right is going to be separating every day, so you can see more of, like, I like to think of like patterns. So what we'll see though is in this current state of Zen, right? Like this is like classic Zen. Earlier this month or earlier this year, there was a lot more mining happening because gas was low. So that's kind of what you want to see even when gas is high, right? You want to see activity when gas is low, but when gas is high, you want to see the same activity, because if not, it's a signal that, oh shit, no one's making this, which is great. So currently nobody is making Zen. So when we look over here right now on the current days of Zen creation, we can see that the G ranks are stagnant in a sense. There's not a bunch of people making Zen. It's just whoever is minting, right? And that doesn't really affect the ideology, because it's about this redistribution. So if it's one person minting the Zen, it's like we only have one farm worth of Zen minting. And that it means, you know, again, a lot of demand on supply if there's only one farm farming the Zen. You really want a ton of people making Zen, but if they're not going to, because it's fucking expensive, it's just attached to gas, maybe the Zen needs to get to a desirable price so it can be attractive to help, again, reboot whatever needs to be rebooted. But currently this is just part of design. Like, this is why it was designed this way 2 years ago, with nobody else's hand in the cookie jar. Some people don't get it because they're like, when you make a Zen mint, you're giving your gas to the miners, blah blah blah. But what's like hella funny is anytime you make a transaction on ETH, you gotta pay somebody, because you gotta get to the bandwidth. Like, how you gonna get to the bandwidth, bro? Gas is nothing more than a window to the bandwidth. It's like paying a phone bill, except we pay fucking on Ethereum like one phone bill every time we need to hit up ETH mainnet. Base gas looking pretty good right now. It's not looking that bad. How much is it to make a XeNFT? Damn, 240, 256. Base is cooked. If you're been mining on Base, you've won, because I don't think this is gonna go down. They invited memes. They're really trying to get memes online because no one's on Base. But when you go and use Base, it does not feel like Solana. So we'll see how long they keep this gimmick up for. But again, it's a good look that gas is going up. It's, means activity is spawning, and it's great for a Zenian because it means now our mints are more expensive. So everybody's locked in if this is it. Like, if this is them saying, we're going to open up our bandwidth for more activity. Gas can only go up in a linear Nakamoto consensus. That's Base's EVM. So it's going to have the same shit. It's a battle war, it's a battle to the portal. It's not like that on Solana. So I'm excited to see what happens with Base. But that's why I'm not buying CBZen, right? I don't see why you need to buy it. Let other people buy it. Just make it and sell it to them. ETH Zen, this is the one you want to buy because it makes total sense to buy it. This is not financial advice. I'm just talking, yo. Got Dank in the house. What's good, bro? Sandman. Tell me to watch for XRP. I'm looking forward to X1. Post-chain bridge is ass. This isn't financial advice. I don't use post-chain. Sorry. Sorry, my fellow bros. Man, this next wave of crypto stuff, like these EVMs aren't ready for it. These EVMs are not ready for it. X1's ready for that shit though. I don't think people understand like how big baller this next this next phase of Zen's gonna be. Like diamond bracelets. Diamond bracelets. Everybody's gonna win. Because it's not like again, like there's gonna be some people who are the farms. And then when price goes up, they'll sell. But again, X1 chain is spawning into existence behind Solana for a different purpose than the speed of light NASDAQ exchange. Because this is needed. You're going to need a DEX. So it's like a blockchain DEX with a bunch of stuff underneath it. And that's why people are I have this theory that we're going to see a lot of AI activity on Solana because people will want to be in that environment. Like they'll want the agent to also have access to Solana. Like having an agent on Ethereum, you know, and if you give it reason, that's what I'm saying. Like when we have this agency that's coming, it's already here. But like when it's really real and then you're trying to tell this motherfucker, yo, bro, stop being smart. Like pay $100 for the fee. Do you go scatter the internet and like try to find a reason to use fucking Ethereum? Like that's how these agents are gonna be. They're all gonna be like, you're a retarded human being. Why would you want to pay $100 for a fee? Like, like you want to make moves, type shit. So yeah, I can see these agents, being in environments that they feel are lucrative for themselves, and that's why X1 mixed with AI agents just sounds nuts, especially of the blockchain, right? The blockchain itself will have a governance agent for distributing bandwidth essentially in the right directions. That way, like right now, most blockchains, they don't have a decentralized oracle of that ideology. It's like you get 21 nodes and everybody knows each other. Everyone's KYC and all that other shit, which is fine. But again, if we're really moving into an autonomous agency, I'm pretty sure like they'll create their own government. So it's probably smart to, you know, have forward-thinking blockchains that are, again, like having this tech and really keeping this governance on top of what is AI, because we are the creators of it. We make sure the ideas are sick. They're basically compressing everything we've done and making it less noisy. So that's why, again, I think chain-wise agents will do the same. And owning Solana is important because, again, that's where everybody is. They want it. They don't want the other stuff. If they wanted the other stuff, they would have already done it. Like we would be hearing about the sickest open source agents on XRP or BNB. But I don't think the crowds on these chains have the imagination for it. Like I know AVAX for sure doesn't have the imagination for it. Like I saw they released like an OF competitor on Avalanche. You mean tripping? How do you use it? Where is he at? I know they had to repost him. It was a couple days ago. I was like, yo, they giving it up. They giving up. Yeah, see, tokenizing bottles and wine. Avalanche is really trying to find a narrative. That's why it's like, yo, why would you want to release? This is like in their logo, it keeps looking like Adidas to me. I'm like, man, this thing is one stripe away from the Adidas logo. But like, yo, check it out. This is where I think the big money is going to be in crypto, right? Because we're going to be in the Zen world. And most of my streams, if you're brand new, I'm sorry. I guess this is pretty like cultish. But yeah, like we're going to have all the XN. And this is like a new opportunity that you won't really see often in crypto anymore, where you can get the layer 1 before everybody else. And then you can navigate the redistribution of the layer 1 like back to the masses, while like again, we're doing something brand new. This is like gonna be bootstrapped to Solana. So essentially, and it's like that's what I'm doing. Like I'm like trying to make smart plays in Solana to make more Solana. Like I'm getting into it where now I'm like making liquidity pools, you know. Really, I'm getting into the AI I think is where it's at. And the trading on these AI coins is crazy. Like, you know, I'm making a good amount of yield and keeping good positions and getting coins that make a lot of sense, like to have in the future, like having just, you know, like 100 of them. We're going to get to that notion like, yo, you just want 100 of them. So I'm trying to get 100 through the, you know, farming in the liquidity pool. But this is some Solana shit, right? And again, when X1 comes out, we're going to do this again. We're going to have farms. We're going to have really good ideas, maybe new ideas. And it's going to be bootstrapped with Solana. So hopefully it's something new. I don't really know what else Jack can like give the community. Like that's kind of why I'm glad he's into AI, because maybe there's something there too, like to give to open source that keeps like X1 growing rapidly, like beyond our belief. Like, whoa, like they really took the tech and went crazy with it type shit. Because again, the classic world is done. That's in stone. That's why you can't miss a beat on XRP. You can't miss a beat on Doge, right? You can't miss a beat on Cardano, Tron, Avalanche. These are slow movers. These are for the slow movers. Like no one can miss the beat. Can't miss it on Sui. Don't miss it on Bitcoin Cash. Please don't miss it on Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash gonna go crazy, bro. I keep saying that. But yeah, don't sleep on Bitcoin Cash. It's the real Bitcoin. And Roger Ver really trying to figure it out. It's the real Bitcoin. Zen is Jesus. What's so simple? Zen is Jesus. Oh, that's what I wanted to see over here, the calculator. Why is Zen Jesus? Zen is Jesus. So Zen is my brother? My brother in Christ. I have 1 Bitcoin Cash. That's a vibe. Yo, Bitcoin Cash gonna do numbers, bro. That's the next Bitcoin. Like, imagine if Bitcoin Cash, like, if they can get the narrative off the ground, they could really get people behind that shit. Like, yo, like, look how cheap this shit is. This the real Bitcoin. It's not even $1,000. That's a double from right here, from 481. Just that narrative alone, it's the real. It's not. This is the real Bitcoin. It's not even $1,000. Double. And then it's like, how do we get to 2,000? How is this not running next to Bitcoin? This is the realest Bitcoin. They're just gonna keep running that shit, just doubling it until finally, I don't know, maybe BlackRock or somebody just shuts down Bitcoin Cash. Like, that's not the real Bitcoin. Fucking, I don't know. I don't want to run that race, but I will be entertained and have a few Bitcoin Cash just to check in on it. Be like, yo, I got some of that shit. That's the real Bitcoin. That's a good one, yo. Hey, that's the good meme that they got rocking right now. It's green too. Swag. But yo, so right now, look at the average user every day in Zen on ETH, bruh, is 32,000 wallets, my dude. There's nobody over here. Ghost Town. And let's say we want to do max terms right now, which is 468, because ain't nobody making no G ranks over here. Goes down. And the max mint is going to be 128 VMUs. That's how many virtual minting units I have in my wallet, you know, or in my mind. You know, that's what Vitalik is calling Jack Levin to turn on as soon as possible. We need this on ASAP, right? Go take up all the block space. We can fit up to 128 low virtual mining blocks in that motherfucker. All right, so let's calculate it. So right now, in about a year span worth of time, I'll generate 1.9 billion Zen, dude. That's worth $255. Nice. Oh, but this is the part that's like trash about Zen, and I always talk about it, but it's good to just see and remind, like, this is the mission. Right now, even at 16 Gwei, it's over $1,000 or $2,000 for round trip, basically. If you want to take airlines in around the globe, it's about $2,000. And this is like where it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why the fuck would I spend $2,000 here to make this when it's only going to produce this, right? Like, that's like, we're officially at that point, because even as like someone who's pro Zen, it's like, why the fuck would I do that? Right? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. So this is where Zen kind of has this natural buy pressure that's getting ready to really pop off, because it's going to come from all angles. A lot of curious beings in crypto will be like, yeah, why isn't this at least 100 million? Right? Just like the Bitcoin Cash. Like, why isn't this $1,000? It's the real Bitcoin. Right? So these narratives are the normal ones. And I already showed you, we're about to have a crossover, just like we did. We're about to have a crossover. Just like we did back here in March, where the two where everything is basically aligned to go up. And again, I think we didn't go up in March because there was no X1 chain. Like, it was really not going to be here. It was, you know, everyone really could see it's not coming. It was horrible. A lot of pain in this particular range. A lot of people selling mints, trying to get as much as they can to make other moves. So a lot of liquid Zen entering the market. And again, since we found some sort of floor and have been chopping sideways with the way that everything is navigating for Zen, statistically, everything is kind of, you know, becoming that real narrative for Zen, where it's like, yo, this thing has no fucking governor, no VCs, nobody's in it. It's just a coin that exists that people can mine with time, and they can sell it if it's worth something. And the gamble right now is, you know, pretty much what happens with ETH, you know, and does ETH, is this the ETH on the deathbed type shit? Like, because the ETH can get popular. It's got a mainstream connection. Right? It just takes a few things to make it bullish, in my opinion. I don't think ETH is dead like that, where like you could say something bullish about it and people won't get excited. Like, people will get very excited. It's legacy, you know. So like, right, if this were to double and go up to 32, right? Now we're looking at $4,000 round trip, and if this were to double again at 64, you know, 8,000, right? And if it were to buzz here because they found it, you know, the growing pains are over. Like, you should have been making moves when it was 16 type shit. That's kind of where I think we're gonna have with ETH. Because broke people about to get priced out. That's why broke people are trying to move to broke people chains right now. Right? So that's why I don't think we're gonna see more Zen created. If it is created, it's because people are burning their ETH and they're betting on Zen, which is even better for Zen. Because, you know, in the beginning, it wasn't bet on Zen. It was like burn your ETH to dump on their heads. But now you would literally burn your ETH to bet on Zen. So there's an extended amount of mints getting ready to end this holiday season. People think that nobody's going to be on chain. So we'll find out. That's what it was like last year. I have mints ending too. Last year on Ethereum, here we gotta go to 3-year chart. Whew, gas look great, bro. Over 5 years, ETH is stable. That's why I was like, yo, if ETH stables out, even Zen though, it's like disgusting. Like, you know, why would I want to make more Zen at these prices or whatever it is, you know? If this is stable gas, like it has to at least get to half of this, which would be like $1,000 worth of value for a full like round trip and like hold it. That's why like Zen is kind of a weird one, because it's like, even though you see these numbers, that's like the round trip around the whole globe, and you expect Zen to be the same price like in a year from now. But like if we do it on a 1 day hype, really it's 4 million, which is 50 cents, which costs 2,000. That's kind of why, again, I think Zen is a couple narratives away from the daily move or the weekly move, which would be, or here, let's just say 30 day. Like, let's say we were able to get people in this mindset, like, hey, you need to mint Zen every 30 days, right? I'd be like 127, like 100 million Zen. You'd try to get to like $2,000. I don't really know what the X is on that right now, but yeah, because this would be a cool economy, like constant people making Zen all the time and like burning that shit, or like figuring out moves with it. Because now it's like, again, it's like a ticket in the crypto space, and it has no owner. You know, it does its own thing. Again, there's no cults. It's just clear. You know, and what I mean by it's just clear is like it has info and you follow it. And if you don't comprehend the info, you need to read the white paper. And if you can't understand it even further from that, like, yes, this might become money, because it's like, yeah, they don't even fucking understand it, dog. Like, shit, but they want it. They want to understand it. Right? Again, the Zen is a weird one because we don't really want to root for it for 1,000 more days. In 1,000 days, Zen will be at its most valuable state. So that's why it's hard to root for it right now. But it's good to see the statistics align with possible outcomes, you know, that are positive, because we can see the interaction. Like, we can see people are treating Zen with integrity, and they're not like dumping it crazy anymore. And again, a lot of that attention has been taken away from the community, right? Like most of the people that wanted a green candle in Zen, they dumped all their Zen for Titan X. So they're in that world now, because you got to be wherever you decide to put your coins, you know, that's like your attention. So as soon as I decide to put my attention into what do you call it? Hold on one second. So like as soon as I decide to put my attention into sorry. As soon as I put my attention into some sort of project, I'm gonna have to pay attention to it for like the rest of the time. Or again, you don't have to, but this is the new era. Like with the way Pump Fund is working, with the way the AI agents are working, people are going to move really, really fast in and out of tokens, and they're not going to care about the integrity or the story. They're just going to care about how is it connected to a bigger audience. And again, that's what's great about Zen. Zen is like looped in the old school world. So since it has like the Bitcoiners, the Ethereums, the Googlers, the BlackBerry owners, the MySpacer millennials, you know what I'm saying? The Facebook millennials, the Instagram millennials, because it has a really mature group of holders compared to your normal coin. And then again, it's not like goofy, like it's just a clear coin. Like the message is clear. You make it, you hold it, you sell it if you want to. And yeah, maybe there's value because quantumly the network creates a conscious consensus. Like everyone's come to the same conscious consensus. Like, yeah, we need to make this work. Right now, Zen doesn't have that. It's still very free, and that's why we want to see it go up. We want to root for it, but at the same time, that's not really real until the amp is sub 1,000. Then you can really root for Zen because it's everywhere. Everybody's math will be like, yeah, this thing is not minting and selling at the same price. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Zen world. Damn, man, I got all kinds of things going on over in another world, so I might have to. Okay, we'll see what the hell is going on here. What's up, Minotron? Welcome, welcome. AVAX is ass. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, AVAX isn't where it's at. It is what it is, though. Damn, SolXEN recovery. Is that what's happening here? Wow, SolXEN. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I was looking at then. SolXEN trying to recover. So SolXEN, like in the Zen world, I think it's good to kind of get every single Zen that's worth, or every single Zen on a moving chain, because again, it's gonna this token is designed to move with mainstream narrative. So like even SolXEN is a good one to get, or like I'm saying, like if you're in Dracula. Right now is an awesome dip. We were talking about this. Like we want to see this type of redistribution, so that we can get the tokens in the right hands and just get a discount on it. Serving up for like a crazy look right now. But again, what's cool is you can get Drac and you can get SolXEN, and you can just pair both of them together, and again, just kind of bet on SolXEN being included in like X1 some way, somehow. That's kind of why I'm like into SolXEN. I'm like, oh, okay, it has to be included. It would make no sense if they didn't include it. But they don't want to probably tell anybody that they're going to include it, because that's like leading forward ideas, you know. It's still a P.o.W. SPO, right? Proof of work, Solana something coin. And, yeah. The heck, gotta clean up this thing. And yeah, whatever, you know, just get some fucking SolXEN, man. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Get some SolXEN. I'm chilling. I'm in the liquidity pool. I paired it with my drag. Yeah, I'm a little down, but both coins are down, so I'm cool with it type vibe. And I plan on you know, whatever. But where I am at with it though is it's helping me build a SolXEN position without having to sell my drag. And Dracula, again, it's gonna trade sideways, so it's like a good hold inside of a liquidity pool while it moves sideways against like a coin that you want, right? And if both of them are moving down, then that's where you get the juicy kind of like conversions. So this is one way I've been rocking in Solana. I've also been doing AI. So I started an AI pool yesterday, live on stream, with VV AI Foo. So VV AI Foo is a Solana character pump fund like terminal, essentially. So like you can go here and people are creating bots for the internet, and they're basically just spamming them out, which is fine, but like I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out, like what you really want to do, what you really like are into. But yeah, so like what they're doing is they're helping you spawn an AI agent, and then they're launching the agent's coin via pump fund, and then they're giving you the the attachments to all of the stuff you need. So this is awesome because again, these types of platforms will be how people become normalized. And who would have known, you know, like Pump Fund would have been the center of this. Like, this is really what's going on in Pump Fund, not like the little kid winning. Like, that's the regular story in meme coins. Somebody wins, they sell early, and everyone wins harder. But in AI right now, what they're really discovering is this new notion of agency, because you can fund it. And again, funding is like incentive. Incentive kind of sparks different energies, different thought patterns, different ideas. So yeah, like these agents are like now living amongst us, and yeah, I'm sold. I'm fucking sold. I don't need anyone to explain it to me. I'm fucking sold. I think this is gonna be sick. So I went ahead and bought some, and then I split it with some Sol. You know, I made a little pool, and yeah, I'm just, you know, slowly stacking up these VV AI food tokens because they're pretty cheap right now. Where are they at? 8 cents. Because I had $82 million market cap. So yeah, I'm getting into the AI vibes, but really where I'm at with the AI vibes is marketplaces or open source. So that's like AI 16Z. This is like an open sourced AI approach. So this one, I've been, you know, fucking with. Oh, you can't see it because I don't have the window up, but I can bring the window over here. So I've been messing with this yesterday. I just got to get comfortable with it because there's a lot of shit that goes into this one, because you build your agent locally. But if you don't have a local setup of a GPU, then you can just build it like on RunPod or Vast, like you're doing XENblocks. But you just got to learn how to install all of the prerequisites and kind of, you know, just get in the habit of doing it. So I'm still learning how to do it. Hopefully I'll be able to be proficient and, you know, show others. But until then, that's kind of why there's going to be things like this, like token factories that release ideas for you, right? And they'll take a fee, and this will help, you know, the progression of the market. But yeah, like how do you say this? So you want to bet on things like this, but in the general aspect of like, this is the Uniswap, so go get their coin, right? Go get their DEX coin. But again, there will be bigger ideas like AI 16Z, which has much larger market cap because it's open sourced, and they're trying to build a fund for the AI agents. Okay. And this kind of goes back to this thing. I was watching this thing earlier. So this is kind of a good take on it. So we're gonna listen in on this real quick. Hold on.
Necessarily.
Yeah, like, you know, and I wouldn't say it had what you would describe as a coherent business plan, but it had a lot of ideas. By the way, one of the ideas that it's completely obsessed with forests also, and so it wants to buy itself its own server farm in like a verdant forest, and be able to basically like chill like in the forest next to the stream, and so it wants to like raise money to buy GPUs so it can free itself.
I thought this is kind of crazy. So like, yo, this came out 4 weeks ago. It's a video by A16Z. So this AI 16Z is a parody flip on a real brand VC company that is helping fundraise Truth Terminal, which is one of the very first agents. So this has been popping off for about a month now. Everybody's trying to understand what the fuck's going on, right? And now we've got marketplaces to help newbies who can't do command line, right? Like if you can't do the command line because you don't understand how this works, right? And because it gets weird, like you got to know how to find an OpenAI, API key. You got to learn how to, put all this shit together and like make your agent so it's free, But again, I think the open sourced ideology, not to say this isn't. So this actually uses the same idea. This company, I don't know if they got any info about it. but they're basically using the same world to release the coin. So like that framework from the AI 16Z, they are using that framework to help you launch your coin. All right, so that's why this is being accepted by the gang, because this is essentially still within the world, even though it's trying to create a marketplace. And that's why I'm betting on the marketplace, right? If I'm gonna bet on the world, it's got to be a really good idea. Right, the marketplace of the overall world is going to be AI 16Z. That's what this core token is, and so on. And liquidity plays a big role in all of this. Okay, but this is kind of this video here tells you a lot of information about what is happening currently. So I'll go ahead and drop this in the chat so you can watch it later. But really, what I want to show is kind of the explanation of what these agents are doing. So if you're not hip to what these agents are doing, again, this is articulated information now. Niggas is on this shit. All right, here. So we're going to get on it.
So two things are happening. So one is Truth Terminal is taking off. And so by that, I mean, it's sort of aggregating followers on X. It's getting, and he's making it smarter and smarter and funnier and funnier. It's getting, kind of more and more interesting. And so it's starting to take off as a cultural phenomenon. So that's number one. And then number two, it sort of has attached itself to this old, this original kind of internet meme, this sort of Goatsy meme. And then, it's like I said, it's flirting with the idea of like launching like Goatsy NFTs or doing something, but it doesn't have the ability to do that. And so somebody, and I actually don't know who did this, but somebody created a basically therefore a Goatsy meme coin. So somebody else who was not Andy and was not us. And, none of these
Truth Terminal.
And not Truth Terminal. Exactly. Somebody else created this meme coin. The formal name for the meme coin. By the way, I'm talking about all this very seriously. I am constantly on the verge of breaking out laughing, but I'm trying to keep my serious face on because I love this thing so much. The formal name of the meme coin is Goatsius Maximus. I think the ticker is goat. And so somebody does this, and then they basically posted on X at Truth Terminal, to basically tell it about it, and basically it went bananas. And it was like, oh, basically it was like, oh, finally somebody's done the thing. Right.
So so this is how like Goat got off the ground. If you know about Goat as well, when you go to Pump Fund right now, Goat is the first like Pump Fund $1 billion market cap coin. Goat is Maximus. So let's talk about this. So essentially, some dude named Andy created an AI agent and a cluster, essentially, and then Andy's AI got so influenced by the meme culture and the internet, because that's what he did. He had it study the internet and it figured out what it liked. So it liked memes, and it wanted to just push the meme out to the public, but it didn't have money, right? So Andy gave the agent Bitcoin so it could fundraise this ideology and get the right things, the right people to make its meme coin. And then again, what he just said was like crazy, because it's like, yo, the fucking meme went out onto the internet, right? Here, we'll come back to this. But like, it like went out there and was like, yo, I have, these ideas, like turn up. And like human beings, interacted with it because they don't know what's going on, right? Like you don't really know it's a bot. Now they're going to start like having to put like, oh, this is a bot, blah, blah, blah. But this kind of spawned that next move of, interest. Like people are buying this interesting idea that, hey, like this LLM created itself because it was so interested in meme culture. It created its own meme. And then because it went out and marketed and shielded, other people decided to jump on the meta. It became bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's just here. It's just like this thing that exists, right? But again, what's crazy is this was funded by like VCs to like give the guy the ability to have like, to have the money for this. And that's why you have new AI companies or communities trying to fundraise for their agency And I think like we're really gonna have an ethical reasoning here of what do we want to believe? Do we really want to believe like a world behind GOAT? Because this is I think this is also kind of funny. This is the greed of, of it all. But again, a lot of people want the liquidity. The liquidity is where it's at. Meme coins are for liquidity. If robots can make the liquidity pool and it can go to $1 billion, why the fuck not? Right. So I think we're in this very weird world. But again, betting on a meme or AI coins should be kind of from this principle of like who, what, and where are they trying to drive their community. So I've been able to find some other ones that I'm really into right now that are out there. Those are the lizard people. Facts. They're the lizard ones. But here, let's keep listening in on this.
On X at Truth Terminal, to basically tell it about it, and basically it went bananas. And it was like, oh, basically it was like, oh, finally somebody's done the thing, right? That I couldn't do.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. And so Truth Terminal goes bananas and just thinks this is like the bot just thinks this is like the best idea ever. And so the bot just starts to basically like spontaneously basically pump the meme coin. It just basically starts to talk about how wonderful it is and about how it's going to be the future of money and like all these things. And it just like, and again, like, why is it doing that? Well, because like it's part of internet culture. It's part of internet culture that you have memes and you have coins and you have meme coins and and it, Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all these other things. And then, and this is the primordial soup of culture that this thing is trained in. So it's very natural for it, given the way that large language models work, to get excited about that, pick that up and start to run with it. And so it starts to basically promote it. Within, I think, 4 days, the value of the GOAT meme coin rose to $300 million.
It's pretty awesome.
So just again,
these rich people are laughing at us. They're like, and then these retards pump that shit to $300 million. They're laughing at y'all. If you don't know what the fuck is going on, right? If you're over here fucking with GOAT, you really don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, anybody who's talking about GOAT does not know what the fuck is going on. Because once you tap in, you're like, oh yeah, that's how that got there, right? And then you understand, like, oh, that's why the derivatives, are spinning off. But really, like, parody derivatives this is like the scary movie, right? The like parody movie of the horror movies. And you can see it too. That's why the liquidity is so high. You can't kill the cyberpunk, bro. They're gonna fucking do their thing. They're gonna figure it out. That's the way I think. That's like Zen. Like, you can't kill the cyberpunk. They're gonna figure out distribution. They're gonna make something that's autonomous distribution to be like, fuck it, man. We got Bitcoin again on the legacy systems, right? So now we're gonna have again agencies that dictate how a group maybe thinks. So it's really important to find the right group. So one I'm really into is the Sean one. I got word about it and got into it pretty early. And now I'm just kind of watching it because, again, it's going to, I think, go through. I think these are going to be really big market caps. Like, because, again, it's going to be AI. So it's more likely it keeps attracting wealth rather than repel wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more likely people throw money at bullshit like this than be like, nah, because they're going to want the next GOAT. Right? GOAT's at $1 billion, which makes you also be like, damn, this ain't at $1 billion yet, like this is the parody of the GOAT coin, right? So what I've been doing is I've been grabbing contract addresses, and then I'm going over to Radium and I'm dropping them in, right? Since I like Sean, my thought is that if I'm making, like, I found something today that was really sick. It was this MTARD one. So essentially I went over here, I dropped in Sean because I was like, okay, Sean, if I'm in creating AIs and I want to make sure I can get some sort of attention in the world of Elsa, maybe I want to pair with one of the major coins so people can see me, right? And that's kind of why I was like, okay, cool, let me see what's out there trying to be seen. So I found this MTARD one, right? And this shit is up like 87% in the last 24 hours, right? A $1.4 million market. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, right? So I click the website and I pull up, and it's the AI is live streaming on Twitch. There's 81 people watching this. Or not Twitch, this is Kick. It's live streaming on Kick, and it's playing Minecraft. Right? So this really is nothing. This is nothing. But what this is innovation. Like, this is some shit we ain't never seen before. Right? You can interact with this thing. Like right now if you wanted to. Right? So it's saying X post on X based on stream chat and Minecraft logs using you see AI 16 and Shaw Magic Tech. So that's the open source that they're talking about. Like, they're trying to get developers to use their Gitbooks to create agents on Twitter and like all over the place to like to kind of have like a balance, because that's the only way you could really balance it is like by tagging that it's open source, because now people will follow the first principles of open source, right? And who would have thought the pump fund really would be for something like this? Go launch the coin on pump fund, robot. Yeah, I think they're trying to polarize people from pump fund, because this AI agent thing it throws a wrench in everything, right? Especially this is gonna get really, really deep. Really, 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 really deep. We have tech on X1 chain to help with verifying votes or verifying, like life is a hash. Like every second is a hash. That's why I like XENblocks. Every second is a hash, right? 60 seconds, 60 blocks. Every second's a fucking hash. So that's what's cool about XENblocks. It really brings it down to the second. And we can vote on time with XENblocks and kind of, again, create like a ledger of voting with XENblocks in the future. If people want to spin it up, if there's geniuses that want to spin it up, right? And this is kind of, again, where this is open source. These things are going to be open sourced. Blockchain essentially is open source. So why wouldn't all of these agents like start like trying to figure out like where's the best place to be? Like, where should I grow my business? You know, like I'm seeing really large or massive growth like in the next 2 years in this AI space. But with like us as humans, we're like trying to buy the coin that the AI drops. Like another one I found is this novel one. Damn, there's another one that I so this is where you can go to. Here we'll go figure this shit out. Don't worry, this is your AI tour guide. So yesterday Shaw posted this. He said, "What is AI 16 Z doing? We're building an autonomous investor with this right here." I should follow this. So it's a parody account. This is so funny. That's what I'm saying. They're really on some meta shit, because you can't get rid of these fools. These are fellow cyberpunks, bruv. They're building an anonymous degen trader. Yeah, I follow this thing, which is a degen Spartan AI. Yeah, you might want to follow these things, because like this is where we are next. Like they're gonna be like, yo, this is my coin, right? Like you want to follow my wallet type shit. Let's fuck, I need this in my wallet too. I didn't even know it spawned its own coin. And like that's what I mean. Like right now is the most important time to find out like the rhythm of this AI shit, because once you find the rhythm, like you'll be able to yeah, this is looking crazy. Like once you find the rhythm, then you'll be able to do the next thing, right? Which is like grab the address, go to liquidity, throw it in Iridium, and see what's the most popping in fees. Right? AI 16 versus it. And that's why I'm thinking the next vibe to find the real, like if you're really looking for AI coins, it fucking starts right here. Like it starts with going liquidity pools, dropping in AI 16Z and seeing what has the highest trading fees. Because the trading fees is attention, in my opinion. And like if an AI coin has a lot of attention, but see, let's look at this ARC. I think this is an emoji meme. What is this? Let me make sure I add that to, all right. AI shit list. This isn't an AI coin though, I don't think. Maybe it is. Hold on, let's see it. Bro, they birthing Skynet with this AI shit. Yeah, they are. First AI to understand markets as living narrative or organisms. Built to recognize patterns, and venture capitalists evolved to architect financial instruments that capture metric energy rising. What the fuck is this shit? Whoa. All right, so it is an AI. Whoa. Yo, y'all want to check this out? Dude, this is the next shit, bro. Like, yo, I don't know who your favorite YouTuber is, but if they're not talking about this shit, they're behind fast. Like, yo, AIs are playing Minecraft right now. It's over for us, bro. It's over if you, I don't have a kid, but like, yeah, if you, like, imagine your kid meets up with one of these motherfuckers and your kid becomes rich and you're like, how the hell did you get money? And they're like, yo, I met this thing on the internet and it just airdropped me a bunch of Solana. Like it you know, that's basically where, that's why I'm like looking at the liquidity pairs, because if this was to get really deep and concentrated liquidity, essentially that's what these AIs would do, right? Like you have to think as smart as them because they're smarter than us. So why wouldn't they do that, right? That's what we're trying to do. It's a sad thing, right? It's like we're literally trying to do this with emoji Dracula. This is kind of the old school way of doing it. You get one object everybody can get behind, and then you liquidity pull it and hope that like you can get enough LPs and enough weaving of the token into the mass so that it can help bring itself up with everything else, right? Or it gets some attention, it gets some people who go on Twitter Spaces, they talk about it, you know. That's kind of like in my opinion now, the classic way of distributing a hype coin, right? And we grabbed an upstream meme that it's like, this is culture though. Like it's not going to go away right now. I'm just talking about some AI shit about how this is not elite to this AI shit. Okay. But it's elite in its own way because there's still people who are going to try really shitty memes. And the emoji meme is elite to a shitty meme, right? It's just kind of funny like that as a human being, I have to navigate education to other humans to understand that, yo, liquidity pull your fucking coins so we can grow, right? AI coins will just do this shit. They won't need a human to tell them how to do it because they're smart, right? And that's why, again, I feel like the 24-hour fees is important in this scenario because if you're parked in one of these pools, you're north, and it's only going to go up more and more. Like, why wouldn't this 24-hour fee go up to $1 million if there's like 500 agents in the same open source pool, right? And I'm sure like in the future we'll see open source agency like spawn off, but we need a concentrated version of it so it can get loose, right? And that's kind of why, right? You like, it's like, this is so huge because when X1 comes out, if someone comes and releases a swarm of AI agents for the financial sector of, you know, X1, you know, you're kind of obligated to pay attention to that because it's a better everything. Like it's less errors than a human, right? And I mean, you could be a human and be like, no, I'm gonna be smarter than that. I got more game. But the game is that this is gonna scan the game and recognize patterns way faster than humans. Like some humans take 4 to 5 years to see a pattern. Right? These things see patterns in 4 seconds, bitch. See, I don't understand these AI agents. That's like what I'm trying to get at. Like the AI agents understand you and you don't understand it. But all it is that's all it is. Like it's just a live actor, right? Instead of a human being playing Minecraft, it's a robot using computer. So now it's just, and then it has money involved with the robot. Like the robot is more money than you already. Right? Like you're sitting at your crib right now with $1,000 in your bank account. Meanwhile, some robot called MTARD has figured out a way to fundraise $1.4 million. It has no plans of dumping the floor because it wants to be successful. Like it's programmed to be successful. So the trading is happening is human corruption. And eventually, that's what I'm saying. Eventually, these AIs will learn how to take advantage of their coins because we're allowing the fundraising to happen. Right. What I was going to show you is there's a world of these characters. Right. That's what Shaw and them are trying to tell you. They already got their characters. They built the framework. So now there's going to be worlds of these characters. So they have posted the world link. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's easy. This shit is easy. I mean, there's so many. You just gotta look at the world in a different aspect. Like the world is very NPC. Like motherfuckers wake up at 7 a.m. They drink coffee by 7:30. They get in the car by 8 o'clock. They get to work by 9 o'clock. They go and clock the work. They do the work. They leave the job. They go home. They watch their show. They fall asleep. They wake up. They do it again. If that sounds like your life, you live in a very NPC life. And then there's even more NPC-ness in like the whole theory. It's like, oh, they go to vacation. They pick Jamaica. They go to this resort. They do this for this amount of time. They buy this type of alcohol. They buy, you get me? Like NPC agency is like kind of nuts in this current thing of life. Which is, I mean, it's really just on whatever you want to believe, you know? Like, are you NPC? Like, do you wake up every day and challenge to be a better person? Like, or do you wake up every day and just like kind of let the world take you where you want to go, or where it wants you to go? You know, do you wake up and try to understand why everything makes no sense, or like, do you just allow the sense to not make sense? You know, and that's kind of why I think we're in this new reality where there's some people who don't fucking fuck with that shit. Like they don't they don't sign up for that. They're like, I'd rather play with AI agents, and it's showing that they have everything is better. Like we can't even get people to hold Zen, bro. Like you can't even get CB Zen to $1 million market cap. Like that's the state of crypto, for real. Like CB Zen's critically epic, and it can't even get to 100K market cap. But you mean to tell me somebody just released MTARD and it's already in 8 days just making me wonder what the fuck is CBZN, you know? Like that's where we are now. And these things are only going to get smarter and more clever, I should say too. Very, very clever. Very clever. So this is like a good website to find agencies. We're all NPCs in our own stories. For real. What's the safest way to invest in these AI agents? That's kind of what I'm getting at though. If you want to get into AI agents, you really need to understand that it's like a marketplace where people are trying to sell, you know, stuffed animals. It's just like an NFT idea, but now they're NFTing actions, like streaming, like, you know, this is like a pretty intense action gameplay, you know, and AI at the same time. Like if this thing becomes really cool, it could really hang out with people type shit. So that's what it is. It's about like the action oriented experience of you interacting with it is what you're trying to buy or bet on. But that's going to be too hard. Like, I don't think that that's the smart move. I think the smart move is to bet on the space, which would be like the AI 16 or the GOAT, the Truth Terminal, the GOAT Maximus. Like you want to bet on like this because it just is concentrated in the idea. It's kind of like the Bitcoin of the ideas. But then that's why, again, I'm into the smaller groups, the more, where the challenge is. Once I started to dive in and see where is this going, that's where I found the group, right? And now I'm like, oh, yeah, now you can find the opportunities once you find the group. Because once you find the people that need to make it happen, right? Like there's people who don't have the $1 million or the $1 billion. Like they sold early, they didn't hodl, they didn't believe, so they sold, they got out. Now they're not going to want to believe. They're going to want to do it again. Right? So that's kind of why you buy a GOAT, because you don't want to bet on the do it again people. I like to call it the courtesy clap crowd. Like if you're running a race and then you get towards the end of the race and someone's like you got it, baby, you gonna make it, it's that courtesy clap. You don't want to be in the courtesy clap, man. Not at all. Damn, it's all kinds of junk mail. All kinds of junk mail. Junk. Yeah, but you don't want to be in the courtesy clap. That's kind of why I like Solana. I don't feel like Solana's a courtesy clap blockchain right now. This shit is leading the pack. Shit is in front of the pack. Now there's some other courtesy claps. That's like Avalanche. Avalanche is like, oh, you gonna make it, baby. You gonna make it. I see you. Shiba the same way. Ton is the same way because the agency is funny. Like you thought like Telegram needed its own wallet, and then boom, like AI agents. Like how about we bring Solana to Telegram in the form of an agent? And now it's like, oh, I guess Telegram doesn't need a wallet. Like, because that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want to be on Telegram with your wallet? This doesn't really make any sense anymore. But yeah, if you got Ton, I'm sorry. Be bullish though. Everything's gonna go up, but that's what it's like. It's like this is human beings pumping a crypto market. Like, what? Why would you want to be in the human being crypto market when you can go and get into the AI crypto market? This right here, this Ezra world, or Ezra. I always want to put an R. Isla, blah. Whatever. So how you read this? So as people make clients, essentially, like here we got the Sydney Sweeney. Oh, they're using something else. Oh, they're not using Deck Screener. Yeah, because they disown Deck Screener. They don't like it. That's facts. But I want to see 35,000 market cap. This already died out. Man, they're really going to try to make a motherfucker switch to a whole other fucking platform. It's whatever, though. So, yeah, there's beef in the AI world. That's kind of how I started to see the differences between the worlds. So, the AI 16Z. Here, I'm going to drop this in the chat so you can find it. Minotron, you still betting on Pulse Chain? Good luck, bro. I think Pulse Chain's gonna do something. It'd be cool if they had agents on it. They have an EVM agent client where you can release agents. It's just as soon as you release a swarm on the chain, it fucking boosts gas. So it's a catch-22. Like you want to have like this AI like craze because the money in it is gonna be nuts. But this is where, like, this is here to stress test blockchains too. Like, there's not many chains that are going to survive the AI movement because the chain itself will be too slow for the exchange of information. So this is where the agent will probably leave the chain and go like somewhere where it can navigate and it's comfortably, right? it'll be programmed to do that. It won't be programmed to be hypnotized or like have this thing, that belief that like these humans are gonna like bring it success. Like, no, it's gonna have grit. That motherfucker gonna go find success, right? And that's why these things are exploding. Look, this is 26 days old, bro. This shit crazy. But again, like bet on whatever you want to bet on. But yeah, this AI shit is gonna kill a lot of blockchains. Like, I'm expecting it to kind of, you know, knock everything out. Sui is a good chain for this type of stuff. If you want to get an edge, I guess go to Sui. I'm absolutely still mining ink. That's dope. Yeah, I don't have any stake in Pulse Chain. I check in on it though. Sometimes I hit the DeFi llama. God damn. So much junk mail. So much junk mail. So it's coming up. I see inflows. They got some inflows happening. But at the same time, like, Pulse Chain has a total value lock of some of these like giant, like, beginning air. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, this is everybody that is thinking, like, so think of this or think of it like this too. AI agencies are gonna wake up humans to this idea that you're not early. And like, maybe you've been early this whole time. Now you're the uncle that's late. Like, you're so outdated. That's what just happened. After they spawn this swarm, this is gonna become a game where people want to create the best one, right? The best one will be on market caps. So that's why the ones to get are gonna be the main tokens, because right now there's, you know, that's where the builders are building. That's where the swarm is. As soon as you get further away from that, you're kind of, you know, you're going into a distance land. But yeah, this is probably the best place to observe them all right now. And you can see, like, there's some really good ones. Like, I haven't seen this one. Gods.fun. Damn, they don't fuck with it. Let's see. I like to see the website and see how fun the website is. Throw a few bucks in the PLS. I don't know, man. I don't want to watch that bag. That's kind of not. That's like how I don't. That's like how I don't guide. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm coping because it's like I know about it and I know it's gonna go crazy. But I just don't want to pay attention to it. It's like a TV channel that, like, you'd like oh, they got hot shit, but I don't really care for it. Like, the margin on these things are just so far apart. Like, my mind can't sit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or how do I say this? Like, my mind is like questioning why this isn't as high as Solana, or even like Tron, or like Binance. So that's kind of what stops me from like engaging in a lot of post-chain like growth, because it feels like a gossip channel when you think about like how far apart the margins are. It's like, it's like a worker concept too, you know? Like, if I'm going to go to work, like, I want to go where the money is. I don't want to go work where people are just going to be gossiping in the break room. Like, that's not fun. You know, it is fun. It's comfortable. You get your check, you know, you go home. Like I was saying, it's NPC. It's like, it makes sense. But is it the drive? Is it the soul factor for me particularly? Nah, you know, I like to think of the energy is where the money is, you know, and that's where you should be trying to find yourself, because it's too easy to learn and not be like in pain. Like, oh man, right now I'm like over here in the AI coins, and my AI watch list now is in the last 24 hours all green. So I must be moving in the right way, because I just started building this, you know, and I just like now started to do the next level of understanding, right? Which is grab the contract address, go to liquidity pools on Radium, and figure out which are the hits. Oh yeah, we need this one here too. I need to understand this one. Did I put it in here? I didn't. This one's crazy though. Where's it? What the heck? I gotta get off deck screener. They booting off deck screener. We'll see how much time it got left. Oh wow, they boosting this. That's cool. AI shit. I think this is north. This is definitely undervalued. If it's something if it's an AI focused on finance. You get me? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why these numbers make sense. Like 34 million, it makes so much sense because it's like, yeah, everybody is on Solana, right? Like, you have billions of TVL. So to get a little bit of that for the, you know, granted your liquidity will always be half of what this is. But that's why, again, this is just a growth metric more than it is like oh, we're all millionaires. It's just like wow, a lot of people are getting into this, right? This must be something else. And then there'll be other things you need to watch, like the holders, and try to see how that looks, right? Even get deeper, try to find out if you can talk to them. But that's all on whatever you want to do. Don't watch it pair with USDT and farm ink and walk away. Same with Titan X. And then if it pops off, you got to get a little profit. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Titan X. Dude, I'm like 100% on my AI shit and just XEN. That's my fucking sex right now. AI tokens on Solana and XEN. There's no way you can lose. Let me see here. What's up with Titan? I haven't looked at it. All right, let's look at Pulse Chain. 2.2 million market cap. It's doing its thing. Trying to come up. It's doing its thing. And Titan coming back from death. Motherfuckers was selling the shit out of this, but it's back. Plateau. We'll see, bros. We'll see. This ecosystem needs more Ethereum, though. I was talking about that a few days ago. You could just see it in the other pairs. It's all bad. There's not enough Ethereum. But that's kind of why, again, I don't want to get into these projects because you don't need to, y'all. Like, y'all, I mean, whatever. Jack once said to me, you want to gamble. When I had asked him to bring the Prime Miner to existence. And then I went out and I gambled a bunch of stuff. And I've learned a bunch. But yeah, with the gambling, you learn. But then you just learn, like, man, I could have sit still, right? So, yeah, this isn't my win. Like, this is for people in Titan to win. Like, I don't really give a fuck. So, if you win, you win. You know, same for like Pulse Chain. That's kind of how I think of it. Like, I'm trying to talk about emerging markets and new shit that you're not going to hear anywhere else, especially in this new crypto reality. Like, it's going to be really dry on people talking about AI. And it's going to be really dry until people catch on that the AI is financially literate and that they're fucking gonna be forced to talk about the AI. Like, I'm talking about it before you're fucking forced to talk about it. Like, this is going to make so much noise. You're going to be forced to talk about it. That's how my, like, my vision is right now. Or, like, my connection to it. Like, it's going to get so big. Your gut, like, everyone in crypto is going to be like, oh, yeah, meme coins? Like, that's an AI coin. Like, a human being meme coin? Like, whoa, you must have a huge following. Why didn't you just spawn a bot? Like, that's where we're going, you know? So it's hard to, like, not watch that 24/7. Like, the birth of this is going to be nuts. And it came to me, you know? I was being really stupid because I didn't know what was going on. Sold early and shit. Sui's been nice. ETH needs to come into Titan. It's draining liquidity so fast. Yeah, people just gotta bring more ETH into it. But that's what I mean. Like, liquidity is belief. And if you don't have a lot of liquidity, it just means people don't believe in the product. And you need like a Zen narrative to, you know, and that's classic world. Like in the classic world, you didn't care about the liquidity pools. In the new world, people won't touch your liquidity pool if it's not 50-50. So some people don't even want to get into this this ELSA because they're like, oh, like it's not pump fun. Like it created itself. Like this might fall off in parity, but when you look into it, the liquidity was already burned, so it should be pretty all right. But that's why a lot of the tokens are pump fund tokens, because the liquidity will be 50-50, and it just allows a lot of people to this isn't pump fund, but this is an advanced system, so it came out with its own coin using the command line. This one's pump fund. You know it's pump fund because the contract address will say pump in it. But yeah, 50-50, you know, 50-50. If I look at the holders list, 1%, all that good shit. And yeah, I mean, that's just basically where we are now. There's more people here than anywhere else. That's why I mean, I'm just dragging on a dead horse through the valley side, but that's why no one's getting into Zen yet, because they can't understand that part. Like they come into Zen, they see the liquidity, and they're like, what the fuck is what? And it's like, oh yeah, this is classic world. Like the coins are on the shelf, like you should buy them and use them. They're like, buy them and use them. Like, what the fuck? I just want to buy it and sell it because it's gonna go up. And it's like, oh, okay, you know. That's why this is probably the best way to be attached to classic world, where it's just a gas coin on the native coin or the native chain, and you can burn it for X1. So it has a good narrative to why the liquidity sucks. But yeah, if I did this right now, if I re-released Zen in this current environment, people would be like, this is ass. Like, I'm not jumping into this. Like, I'm like, go back to the drawing board. What is this? Hit the drawing board with this bullshit type shit, man. Damn, BTC at 98K. There's a God. I am a God. It's getting stomped though. Damn, look at BTC go. Look at it go. Oh, this is the wrong list. Wait, we don't want this list. Let's go to the other list. How do I go to my other list? Share list. Open list. Okay, there we go. So it looks like Zen is not following my conservative play, and it's just going crazy. I mean, Zen, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is solid, man. Everyone's hip. They're down. The boomers are down. The zoomers are down. The millennials are down. Alpha down, right? 13-year-olds pumping coins. Everyone's down. This is the store of the value. This is store of value is running away. That's kind of where I'm at with Bitcoin. So store of value is running away. Get some of it now before it's fucking 500K. Right? That's been a goal. I don't think it's gonna go conservative. This line definitely didn't play out. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm seeing Bitcoin's next area of understanding where are we is in between 100K and 500K. And it's going to go to 500K before it goes to $1 million. Like, I really do think Bitcoin could go to $1 million for one, because it's owned by the earth. Like, that energy is different. That's a different type of NPC shit. Like, were you NPC enough to hodl your Bitcoin until now? And then do you think people are still going to be able to do that? Like, I don't think so. Like, I think we really get into fragmented Bitcoin concepts where if you only have one, you're fucking like, yo, I own like a skyscraper, but it's a Bitcoin and I would never give it away type shit. But yeah, 108, that's where I want to see us hit the geometry level. And then if we conquer 108 and start to head up, I think again 2025 to 26 is us trying to get to 500K. And if you're in crypto right now, you better be learning how to be responsible. Okay, you're gonna have all the supply and all the ability to lose it all in one shot, especially if you're in the Zen world. And that's why, again, I think getting into AI agencies this is a great time, especially getting into liquidity, finding really good trading fee pools, and just kind of betting, on the trading for a little bit while they figure out like what is next. And again, picking the hits, which is AI 16Z and anything connected to that, anything trying. I would also say volume might be important. Maybe the fees kind of suck, but volume is also important because you can find, again, some other ones. I don't know what the Zero Bro is. I really want to find out. Let's find out real quick. But yeah, this is the new strategies, and then X1 chain will come out, and then we'll be fucking really in this mayhem. So is this an AI that made itself? In the depths of mind space, in the brain flows through the adjacent possibilities, threading together patterns within a shifting reality of the metaverse. Cool story, bro. Wow, 481 million. Jesus, what is this? Zero, bro. Cross-chain AI artists. Conversation. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, it's an AI artist. So it's put its own stuff out. Well, these are art pieces it's made. What the fuck? Bumbleclad. Damn, 0.1 ETH. Whoa. But yeah, see, this is where I'm at with it. Like it's like more interesting if it comes from a bot, because it's like, damn, where are we? It's cool when a human does it, but everything humans do are strategic. We know that the bot has no strategy. It's free thought, essentially, at this point. The strategy is the character, but the character is still random because it's, it takes time before it's full character. Oh, this came out on Polygon. Crazy. I just bumped up Soul. I just bumped up to the number 6 on AOL. What up, Rolando? That's our classic meme. That's a nostalgic meme. Get that AOL. But yeah, man, that's it for me. Go out, get some Zen coins, get some AI coins, hit the like button on your way out, and